Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to another graphic novel review. Where Daredevil, that first edition that I reviewed recently, was kind of hit and miss in a couple of areas. And I will give volumes 2 and 3 a chance, thanks to the recommendation of Steve Donahue. Steve made a case for it, and I am fond of Steve and Daredevil, so I'm going to give it a shot. But where that one had some shortcomings and old school art and whatnot, this is some of the best Batman that I've ever read. Which is saying something, because I'm not going to say I've read everything of Batman, but I've read a good deal of Batman. The artwork is superb. The coloring, I like it a lot. This edition specifically, the pages are really lovely. Nice lines. I really like the artwork here. I've been a big fan of Batman for most of my life. 1989, of course, I fell in love with Jack Nicholson's Joker, but before that, I read the comics, and before that, I saw the movie with Adam West, and I was really fond of that as well. For different reasons. I like incarnations of Batman and different things that they bring to the table. What I can say about this one, or about most Batman works, apart from the importance of how the Caped Crusader is carried about and his incarnation, the versions of his villains are just as important, and I think more so than pretty much any other comic. The villains really make Batman what it is, and the best villains by far. That is an opinion. I know some people think otherwise, specifically because I don't know of what. Honestly, topping the Joker and topping Catwoman, who is a complicated character, Poison Ivy, Bane, the Riddler, Scarecrow. I could keep on going with this list, and I could find a couple of things. But again, the incarnation of the villains is what makes Batman Batman often. And the versions in this are spectacular. Everyone is on point. It's like one of those ensemble movies where everyone gives a perfect performance. I won't mention all the characters that do appear. You can tell easily that the Joker appears. So I will talk about the Joker. I've always been fascinated by the Joker. The thing is that this Joker in this edition, he has that Hannibal Lecter feel to him. And that's playing with dynamite and matches component, where you're like, something's gonna go wrong. And that tension is in the entire edition. And he's just so vile in the coolest way possible. Pacing in this one is spectacular. Character development on all sides is spectacular. From Bruce to Jason to Alfred to all of the other people who appear, everyone gets their on-screen time and everyone does great use of it. Language, pacing, as I mentioned, scenes, and how everything develops, everything makes sense. A couple of parts are a bit rushed, but nothing that you would bash the medium for, since there's only so many pages that you have. You might feel that some things are rushed, but if you take the responsible route and say, okay, there's a transition from this panel to this panel, from this page to this page, I think you would enjoy it more. Definitely gets a 5 in story, character development, in dialogue, in conflicting characters, and artwork across the board. So if you're looking for something good for Booktubeathon, and a great Batman book, I actually preferred this one much more to Hush, if you ask my opinion. The only thing that I can think of would be Dark Knight, that I've enjoyed more than this one. The Killing Joke by Alan Moore also. I would have to give some thought, because this is really solid. So, I'm gonna drag this on. If you have any opinions about this one or anything Batman related, by all means use that comment section below. And if not, till next time. Peace, love, and maki rolls.